Today we're going to be using a M15 class setup from an up-and-coming challengers player called Alluka. This guy has taken over the scene by storm in the last few days, and I said why not, let's go ahead and try out his M15 class. We're going to be running it in pubs, of course. Before I show you guys the class setup, don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe. For the optic, it is going to be the Lethal Tools ELO. Moving on to the barrel, it is the 16.5 fusion barrel. For the underbarrel, it is the iron hold angled grip. It gives you aiming idle sway, aim walking steadiness, aiming idle sway delay, and horizontal recoil. Personally, I never use this one. I normally just use the axis shift vertical foregrip, but of course we're going to stick to his class. And just like all the challenger and CDL pros, none of them ever use mags, so we're just going to jump straight to the rear grip, and it is going to be the hex cut grip, and that gives you dive to fire speed, slide to fire speed, aim down sight speed, and jumping aim down sight speed. And the last attachment for this class, which is the stock, he does run the Wander 3V stock, which gives you aim walking movement speed, and that is Alluka's class setup that he does use. So now let's go ahead and jump in game. Alright, we got a harp, so we're doing all right. I wasn't expecting that guy to push me, to be honest. I went 72 and 31. I mean, it also doesn't help of our bottom teammate. I mean, I didn't have much time on the point because I don't really care about objective. I don't even care about wins, to be honest. But I mean, having bad teammates every single game, that's how my year of Call of Duty is. I'm not gonna sit here and make you guys think I get bot lobbies every single game. I really don't at all, actually. I get nothing but sweaty lobbies. The class isn't too bad. It is a little bit difficult to use because you have to deal with people using meta guns. Like the M15 could be meta if you use like proper attachments for pubs, but like I'm using challengers slash CDL class, which doesn't really have that many bullets because obviously when you're playing comp, you're not using that many bullets. So it is a little bit different. Apart from that though, it does seem to rip pretty well. And it is also my first game so far back in like 2 days of not playing. So that's also another excuse I have. Apart from that though, the weapon seems pretty solid. But of course, I'm going to try to give it like 4 games to properly get a feel for it. So we're just going to go ahead and wait and see what map I get. That's a little 3-piece. That was a terrible shot, I'm not gonna lie. I could have just probably guaranteed my harp if I didn't push that. Unfortunately, I couldn't get my harp the whole game because I kept dying off a few kills. Pretty decent rips though on some of these kills. I do apologize as well for not talking too much. If you guys watch my TikToks or my shorts, I kind of like just showing my gameplay. I don't even know what that sequence was. I mean, you can visibly see I'm just so rusty. Great. We're getting streaked on. Nothing new though, of course, for me. I choked that kill so bad. 44 and 17. And my team's not doing too good. 10 and 23, 12 and 30. They were basically farming our teammates. And then we got streaked on like multiple times. Last and final game, we're on Homestead. Let's just keep doing what we're doing and hopefully do decent. I'm not a huge fan of this map. It is what it is. Wow. I was not expecting that guy to be right in my mouth. Ah, that by skewer. I couldn't get my harp. It's all good though. We went 49-17, and we also got best play, which was that small little streak I went on when I couldn't get my harp. Apart from that though, my final thoughts on Alluka's M15 build. Definitely a very solid build. I still stand by what I said earlier though, but that only applies to pubs, which is obviously not enough ammo capacity. That's why I was running the assault pack. If I didn't need ammo, I would have just ran active camo and then, you know, flanked them every single time. But in terms of this being a challengers, a CDL pro, 8s, wagers, chows, whatever it may be, it's definitely a solid class, and I would really recommend to use it if you guys don't like everybody else's class that is using it in comp. I do know that not a lot of people like running the stock. Most people do run the RL break or the red will compensator, but that really all comes down to preference, because the red will compensator and the RL break, they're more for recoil control, vertical to be more precise. And I think this is my first time using it without a muzzle, and it's still pretty solid. It doesn't move that much, to be honest. If you're having trouble with the recoil, definitely run a muzzle on it and just remove the stock. Apart from that though, if you guys did enjoy and want me to try out any other builds like Shotzi's build, Dashy's AR build, whatever it may be, leave it down in the comments below. Also, make sure to follow me on all my socials. I completely forgot to put my Twitch on my overlay on the bottom right corner, but my Twitch is ProisFaded. I don't have a set schedule when I stream. I just spark one up at random times when I'm feeling like it, and right now on there I'm mostly doing the Warzone camo grind. I am almost done, but if you guys want to tune in or even just follow the page to get notified when I do go live, make sure to go do that. Other than that though, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Peace.